We're in a weird place for people that might listen to this someday. No one knows who the president is right now. The election went on last night, but it hasn't been decided, and it might not be decided for 3 or 4 days. They think that Pennsylvania is the big one, and they don't know who's going to win Pennsylvania. And if he wins Pennsylvania, apparently he wins. Maybe if he wins one other state in Pennsylvania, he wins. But if he loses Pennsylvania, Biden wins. And it could be real weird.
Do you think you'll run for president someday?
Me? No fucking chance. That's a terrible job. It seems like they just distort who you are. They push a narrative. They say things about you that are horrible. They do ads where they're just trying to break down your character.
Yeah.
And it depends on who the establishment is for or against. I mean, what they're doing with Biden has been extraordinarily weird, where they're ignoring all of his gaffes. They're ignoring all of these like real legitimate.
I don't think you can say that they're ignoring his gaffes. I mean, you can go watch gaff compilations.
Yeah, but not on CBS, not on NBC,
not
his
allies.
Look,
yeah.
Anybody who is in the news is not in the news. You're in the news. You're in the business of distributing the news that you want people to see.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want people to see him thinking he's running for Senate. He's like, well, the reason why I'm running for senator, like you don't want to hear that, so they don't show it. They take away all the times he forgets what he's talking about. They don't say, there's no thing that they've ever had on CNN is where they have a legitimate conversation on whether or not he can hang in there for 4 years. Forget about 8. Like, how much cognitive decline has this man experienced?
You don't feel that they discuss that?
Not on CNN.
Yeah.
No, they haven't. They avoid it like the plague. They avoided the Hunter Biden emails. They avoided all that. They avoid so much. They avoid so many different things that would be detrimental to him because, in large part, because they believe they covered that stuff too much in 2016 with Hillary when it came to the emails and deleting the 30,000 emails and then the FBI reopening the investigation right before the election, and that could have cost her. And they've decided their approach this time. They've decided that Trump is bad and he's a danger to democracy, and so they're only going to cover the news that they think is important. Well, the problem with that is then you open up the door to Fox News being able to say, why aren't these other people covering this? They're not covering this because they're biased and it's fake news. And these people are criminals. This is all legit. This is all happening right now. This is real stuff. Here's Joe Biden stumbling. Here's Joe Biden, saying things that don't make any sense. Here's Joe Biden over and over and over again. You don't vote for me. You ain't black. All that crazy stuff. They're not highlighting all
Super
that.
Thursday.
Yeah, he's a madman.
Yeah.
It's like it's weird, but it shows you that the news is not just the news. It's the news for the left and the news for the right. You don't just get some unbiased source.
I think that it's a little. I think that people who aren't on that are either feigning ignorance, like people who don't think that there is an inherent bias within news organizations, within long-term legacy news organizations. They're either like feigning ignorance because it benefits them, or they're just flat out like naive.
Right, but it's never been this obvious, where they're just ignoring really hard. You don't want someone to be president if they can't think right? If someone's showing a real clear sign of cognitive decline, you're supposed to highlight that. Like, this is part of the news, but they had already picked him to be the guy running for the Democratic Party, and they just decided to just ignore all that shit.
Yeah. But like, I read the New York Times.
Jamie?
Yeah, I just go after what you were saying that I'm reading updates now. As of now, they've called Wisconsin for Biden. Arizona has not officially been called, but I'm seeing that it's called. And if he just wins Nevada and Michigan, which he's currently up in, that's enough to give him 270.
And it doesn't matter about PA.
It doesn't matter about Pennsylvania at that moment.
Oh, so Biden's going to win.
That I don't know. That's the part of I heard last night. I think it was Karl Rove actually that was saying on Fox News that this reporting number is not accurate because they have no idea how many people voted right now and how many mail-in ballots or early ballots are sitting out there. So saying that like 99% or 95% is in, that might not be a good accurate number to go off of.
And this is for which state?
Any of the states.
Any of the states.
Yeah, so the closest ones right now are Nevada, Michigan, and Georgia.
Wow, just look how close they are.
Oh, dude, they're down to reporting like chunks of 3,000 votes. It's fucking nuts, man.
And Trump administration, I think, has said they're already filed a lawsuit to stop the counting in Michigan.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
What?
That's what
I don't understand how you
repeating.
like.
Why would you want to stop counting?
I don't understand like how can you justify the argument that you want to stop counting?
Yeah,
But they want to keep counting in Arizona.
But what's the argument? Like, I wish I understood. What is
go down.
What do
to
they
Arizona.
mean? Stop counting.
I don't know.
Arizona's there.
So it looks like Arizona's lost 51% to 47%. That's a big
100,000
gap.
left.
100,000
Gap, I'm sorry.
gap.
Yeah.
With 80, well, it's only 84, so they have 16% of the possible vote out there.
Yeah, but what's pissing off Trump though is what's pissing off his team is that what they're counting are mail-ins, and mail-ins are Democrats are way more likely to vote mail-in.
Yeah, right.
So that's like, I'm sure I'm telling you
Yeah.
something you already know. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's his gripe about these things that are laying around, and then I think that he thinks they're just going to start making them up.
He tweeted earlier, like he's like they keep finding Biden votes in all these states. Like
Yeah, he's like someone's going to find 4,000 Biden votes somewhere. Which I don't know. Sure.
They also made weird rules in some states where the signature on the envelope does not have to match the actual person's signature. Like when you sign the envelope for a mail-in ballot,
Really?
Yeah,
I know my midterm ballot got thrown away.
because it didn't look like your signature.
Like I got a note. I was out of town. I got a call. There was a problem with my ballot. By the time I got back, it was over, and I didn't get counted.
And did they say why?
Yeah, it was like I didn't sign and date it right, or didn't sign and date where I was supposed to sign and date.
Some
And well, I thought I was like quite pleased with democracy. The fact that they tried to call me to rectify the situation, I would have had to like do a bunch of stuff, and there'd be no way. I think they probably knew there's no way I had enough time to do everything I need to do. But the fact that some dude would like place a call to be like, "Bro, your vote's not counting.
Wow.
You call back or you got to do X, Y, and Z in a hurry to get your vote in," and I missed.
Biden wins Wisconsin. Fox News projects limiting Trump's chances of reaching 270 electoral votes. Wow. So if Biden won Wisconsin, Wisconsin's in. So it's kind of over, right?
They're going to go to lawsuits now, so we'll see how it goes.
Man, I just lost $300.